know that ignorance is an English word that we use ever so often to describe the act of not knowing? But today I want to challenge you by saying that actually, very rarely are people ignorant because they do know. There's not one human being who honestly, if they search deep within themselves for an answer, will come up short. Down to our fingertips, we all know what is wrong and what is right, what is good and what is bad. If we choose to ignore what we know, then that's another matter altogether. So even the word ignorance comes from the word ignore. That is, you are willfully ignoring what you already know intuitively. This is the biggest problem in our lives. What we know intuitively, we ignore it. And we use the intellect to make plenty mistakes. If I said to you as an adult that I have this stone and it tastes so good, when you eat it, in fact, your taste buds will be tingling with joy. But when the stone hits your stomach, it's like a volcano has erupted. It just messes up your insides and makes you sick and weak and diseased. Then I say to you, I have this bunch of leaves. It's very bitter. It doesn't taste good at all. Your taste bud's not going to like this one. But when you chew it and it goes inside, it mends, it heals, it rejuvenates. Your liver, your kidney, your entire gut system will love you for it. What will you choose? Is it the stone that tastes good, but that will damage your insides, or the leaf that mends your insides? The answer is not that complicated if we search within. But most times we consciously ignore the right thing to do. And that is what ignorance means. It's not that you don't know the right answer, because deep down in your soul, you already know these things. It's that you chose to ignore what you already know to be right by listening to your intellect, which has the capacity to be wrong. That's our biggest problem. If for the first time ever, I put an apple and a bottle of Coca-Cola in front of a toddler, has never tasted it before. The toddler does not even know which one is Coke and which one is apple. And I ask him to crawl to the one he likes. 99% of the time, the toddler will instinctively go to the apple and avoid the Coca-Cola. Don't ask me why. The toddler belongs to nature, and by its very nature, it can sense what is natural. But if an adult lets him taste Coke just once, and his taste bud loves that sugary taste, well, guess what? The next time I put a Coke and an apple in front of him, he will remember the Coke taste and will reach for it. He will willfully ignore the apple, which he knows to be natural, and choose the Coke, which he knows is damaging to his body. How many of us suffer from this sickness? And we're not even toddlers. And we say we're matured adults. I mean, I've tried it with my friends as well when I have my house parties. I make a lot of watermelon juice, fresh watermelon juice. And then, of course, there's lots of alcohol as well. They taste the watermelon juice and they say, "Oh, Sylvia, this is so refreshing. This is good." And then 10 minutes later, "Oh, Sylvia, bring out the hard stuff." It's not because they don't know that the hard stuff, which is the alcohol, is bad for them. It's that they choose to be ignorant and willfully ignore the obvious. So it is safe to say that most of us are actually knowing ones. And that title is not reserved for any group of people, because within every group or setting, there are so-called knowing ones who still ignore what they know and do the exact opposite. So how can they then say that they are knowing if what you know cannot be applied to elevate and improve yourself and your surroundings? Think about it. What is a doctor if he's always sick? Isn't he supposed to know how to heal himself? What is a fitness trainer if he's overweight and not himself fit? What is the point being a fitness trainer? What is an artist who doesn't have any art to show? How can we prove he's an artist? And what is a knowing one who knows but chooses to ignore what he knows? That's what we call an ignorant person. And we are all guilty of being ignorant in our lives because we know, but we say, "Oh, I don't have the willpower to stop all these bad habits, all these things I'm doing." Your taste buds must be so powerful as to control a grown man and make you choose stone that would poison you over leaves that would heal you, or a toxic drink over a much healthier one. Come on, who are we kidding? Our intellect has tricked us. We are letting it make decisions that is above its pay grade, and it's making all the wrong decisions on our behalf. So isn't it time for us to begin to sense the right things so that we don't harm ourselves in the process or even harm our fellow human beings along the way? Offer them leaves that heal, not stones. Offer them joy and laughter, not pain and suffering. Offer them your highest self, not your lowest. So until next time, believe me when I tell you, you know what is right and what is wrong. You're just willfully ignoring it. So be gentle with yourself and choose wisely. Bye for now.